Hey YouTube, it's Sean, Griffin RC Planes. This is episode number 3 on the beginner series. And we'll talk real quickly about propellers, how to put them on, and how you go about getting a replacement one. Well, we'll just start with what way they go on. You hear some people say the numbers face you. And you can't always go by that because different manufacturers stamp them a different way. So, looking directly at the plane, the right hand side of the propeller will be the softer edge, the more rounder of the edge. The left hand side will be the sharp edge. The right hand side will be kind of facing towards you, and the left hand side will be facing away from you. Alright, and with our Apprentice that we all love so much, we'll take this nose cone off, if I can get it off here, maybe. And you'll need a adjustable wrench or the correct size wrench for the nut. This one happens to be a 10 millimeter, and you loosen it going this way, the wrench, like that. Take the nut off, then there's a washer. Washer nut and the back plate to the spinner, and then the nose cone on the spinner, and then the propeller. This particular one does have numbers facing you, and it's an 11 by 8. All right, what does the 11 by 8 mean? 11 inches long, and the 8 is the pitch of the prop. It's not 8 degrees or anything like that. The way it's calculated is when the propeller makes one complete revolution, it will have traveled 8 inches. That's how they size the propellers. So let's say you damage your propeller, in this example the Apprentice. You can either go back to where you bought the Apprentice from and they sell replacement parts, or you can go somewhere else. You can go to different companies. This happens to be an APC product, and they sell propellers that size, but it's going to be more of a one size fits all, and that's pretty common. And you'll need to enlarge the center hole to the diameter that you need. And then you can also see in this package it comes with these little adapter rings. So you'll drill the center of the propeller to the size that you need, and then one of the adapter rings you'll put on there as well. We'll talk more about that in another episode. Or you can buy a wooden prop. And a wooden prop is not as flexible and will give you a little bit more performance because it won't give as much. And let's say you did go with this wood prop, you can probably get 3 of these for the price of the one that came on it. But you're going to have to enlarge the hole. With the wood prop, you don't have to use the little adapter rings. Now you need to figure out what size your propeller needs to be, the center hole. You can either measure the old one or measure the prop adapter it needs to go on. This happens to be 3/8 of an inch is the size that you need. Now you can either get just a drill bit that size, and if you do upsize the hole with the drill bit, you need to be perfect. Don't hold the blade and grab the drill and just it needs to go perfect, because a drill bit is real easy to go crooked through them. It's real easy. Once the side of the bit kind of catches, it'll go the way it wants to go through the propeller. So a step bit is what I've always used. And they make 2 kinds of step bits. One is more just at the tip, it starts small and then it just gets bigger. And there's no defined size. Like this one's 3/16 of an inch to 1/2 inch. And it only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different sizes that it'll drill. So once it steps to the next size, it stays in that size for a while. That's good to have. And this one goes to 3/8. So that is a good way to upsize the propeller. If you use the bits that are constantly stepping up, there's no way to get a true there's no way to get a true hole throughout the entire prop the same size. Now with the drill bit you can, but not that other step bit. Get a step bit that has defined sizes. All right. Now everybody's prop adapter is a little bit different, a different size. So how do you figure out what size you need? Well, you either need to measure it with like a micrometer or a ruler, or if you're using your old propeller, you need to find the drill bit that fits the best in there, that fits perfect. Or an easy way is grab some wrenches. This is a 3/8 wrench. This is a 10mm wrench. Pretty loose. This one fits perfect. So grab a couple of wrenches, metric and standard, and figure out which one fits it. This one here, yeah, it fits it, but loosely. This one here fits it snug. So 3/8. This step bit goes up to 3/8. Then you put your new propeller on, put your backing plate for the spinner, put your nut on there, and when you tighten it, you don't tighten it very tight at all, because as the propeller is spinning, it's constantly snugging up the nut. So you just give it just a little bit. That's it. And then snap on your... Alright, we got it. Alright, well, maybe that'll help some of you guys out. I know if there was a video like this several years ago, it would have helped me out quite a bit. So, just to recap real quick, what way does the propeller go on? When you stick it on the plane, on your right hand side, it'll be facing you. On the left hand side, it'll be facing away from you. On the right hand side, it'll be more smoother of an edge. On the left, it'll be the sharper edge. Okay, and you don't have to go back with the exact prop that it came with. However, you can. If you get a wood prop, you're going to need to upsize the hole to the size you need. If you don't have a micrometer to measure the exact size, or you don't want to try to eyeball it with a ruler, grab a couple of wrenches. This is a 10mm wrench, and this is the 3/8, and this is a 10. The gap in between here and here is 10mm. The gap between here and here is 3/8 of an inch. Stick it on the prop adapter and find out the one that fits it the best. That you don't have to push it on there, but when it's on there, it's not clunk, clunk, clunk. Which one fits the best. And APC is a good place to get props. You want to make sure it says for electric, and you want to make sure it doesn't say pusher. If you get one for a gas engine, it's going to be too heavy and hard for your motor to spin it around. So hopefully that'll help some of you guys out. I know it would have helped me out. So here's our 10mm wrench on the prop nut, showing an exact fit. That's what you want when you're using a wrench on a nut. And then how I talked about measuring the prop adapter, if you didn't have a micrometer or you didn't want to study a ruler real hard, you can grab something to check it, such as a wrench. This is a 10mm wrench. Let's look at it for a second. It's too loose. Okay, this is a 3/8 wrench, and it fits it perfect. So that's an easy way to size what you're needing to size if you don't have a micrometer or something. And then here's this wooden prop, XOR. I think these came from Amazon. And there's your 11 by 8. Now, there's a part number right there too. Look, 1909. Yep, 1909. XOR. Then the step bit that has defined steps. Our goal was 3/8 of an inch, right? So on this particular one, 1, 2, 3, the fourth step is the 3/8 of an inch. And this one measures, or it has 3/16 to 1/2 inch is the sizes that it can drill. So these are good step bits. And putting on the propeller, you can see how this side is facing us, and it's more of a rounder edge, and this side will be facing away from us. It's more of a sharper edge, and it'll go on just like that. We'll try the wood one. I love flying with these wood ones. The last many flights of my Apprentice before I started flying the extra, I upgraded to wood props, and it flew like a total different plane. This is better for our angle. See how this side is facing away from us, and this side's coming to us. The right comes to, the left goes away. And when you put the backing plate to the spinner on, it fits real snug in here now because it's wood props. It's a little bit bigger. So if it doesn't go on all the way, you can take a little pocket knife and just carve out a little bit. Hey, if you're new, please subscribe if you haven't. That really goes a long ways. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm. It lets YouTube know that you like watching what you see, and then it puts my videos up in front of other people. And then when it goes up in front of other people, they may subscribe. And when the subscription count goes up, it just keeps me making these videos. I got a new setup over here to really help out with the radio work, the transmitter, doing mixes and programming, and a way for you guys to see the screen of the transmitter real easily. So stay tuned for all that. All right, guys. Hey, everybody have a fantastic week. There it is. And until next time, you'll see me here.